Well, good evening, good morning, good afternoon, everybody out there on Twitch, YouTube, and Kick, regardless of where you are in the world or what time of day it is for you. I truly hope you're doing exceptionally well. Thank you for taking time out of your day to be here, regardless if you're watching this live or if you're watching this as a VOD later. I do appreciate it. I always tell you guys that time is the most valuable asset any of us have because you can't just go make more of it. I have been a firm believer in that for a long time, so I don't care if it's 30 seconds you spend here or like several hours every week. I don't care which it is. I'm thankful for every moment you spend here. If you guys over on YouTube right now, do me a favor, hit the like button. Just boost the algorithm a little bit. Let them know that there's something that's worth watching here. If you're on Twitch, check to see if you have a Prime Gaming sub. If you don't know what that is, you combine your Amazon Prime account with your Twitch account. You get Prime Gaming, which gives you a every 30 days sub on Twitch for free. It doesn't cost you anything additional for your Prime membership, but you get that as an added bonus for Prime. Right now, I don't know that they're going to keep that forever. So, worth using. Even if you don't use it here, just make sure you use it. If you're already paying for Prime, you may as well, right? If you're over on Kick, drop a follow. Drop a follow. It is complete. It's free 99. And we're trying to grow over there on Kick a little bit. Get a little extra revenue stream going over there as well. Kick is being kind enough to pay their creators an hourly rate of some variety, which is wild. But we got to get to that point. So if you guys do have a Kick account and you're on the other two platforms and you don't mind, just go drop a follow over there. Watch over there on occasion if you don't mind. So Keotile and Keotile, I'm not sure how to say your name by the way, but hello, thank you for the compliment. Oscar, same to you. Deaton, always good to see you in the chat, my friend. So I played a couple of DPS placements just before stream here, and they went pretty well. I lost the first one, which is fine. Played reasonably well, I think. 27 and 7 as a mix of, I believe, Reaper and Soldier. Yeah, almost a perfect split. Really decent, I would say. Played really well. Just didn't quite do as much as I should. Not really sure what I do well on DPS, what I don't, because it's my least played role. But then I decided to just lock it in on Soldier on Blizzard World and went 20 and 3. Shooting the tank maybe a bit too much, but doing a lot of really good pressure. It was a Ramatra primarily, so we won that game. Predicted gold 2, I think, right now, with 2 games, 1 loss, 1 win. So would not be surprised at all if I ended up placing somewhere in plat, even if I did really well on the rest. I don't think I've ever hit diamond. I don't think I've ever hit diamond on DPS. No, I've gotten plat 1. Don't think I've ever touched. Yeah, no, I've never touched diamond. Okay. All good. Looking good though lately, man. We're starting to move forward. You know, Lucy, that would make a really funny content idea. I will say. I let my editor, who's lower ranked, my lower ranked editor, coach me for a day. That would be kind of funny, wouldn't it? I feel like that'd be content central. If you have chatted before Woosty over on YouTube, please keep in mind that sometimes the chats don't come through, so please feel free to resend. I'd love to say hi to you. That is literally, for me, the primary reason that I live stream is to engage with my community. I know lately there's been a lot of hate too, and I do feel like I do stand by the fact that there's sometimes an appropriate time and place to respond to that, but finding the balance is the trick. And then there's an entire 5-minute section at the start just roasting him in his rank. That would be my favorite part of the video. I'm actually going to be talking, I think I'm going to do a video on the harm of rage bait and like share my own story on that. And the goal is not to like hate on any particular creators or anything, but like it's meant to kind of identify the harm that can come from it. I'm fine, but like there's a lot of people that truly would fall apart for sure. Normally I would ban Mercy, but I mean I'll be kind enough not to do that. I don't really care that much. On Zarya for support stuff, it really is just Mercy I hate dealing with. We'll ban Wu Yang just because he's really strong right now. So oh my gosh, Woosty, that's terrible. No, that video would be titled, I'm removing this video in 48 hours. We need to hop on that trend. You love rage baiting? Okay, Deaton. We're going to give it a couple of games to see how I do. I am currently rocking the Dayquil. I am, even with Dayquil, very stuffy, very out of it. So we're going to give it a game and see what, game or two, see what happens. If I'm just like not locked in and not able to get focus, we'll call it, because I'm not going to throw my rank just because I'm being stubborn. Oh, I seen his shirtless skin? No, I can't say that I go looking for the shirtless skins. We need you to cosplay as Zarya one day. Yeah, that's gonna take me at least 1.5 years, 2 years minimum to get the muscle tone. Not just the girth of her muscles, but like the actual tone. Okay, Deaton, I'm worried about you. What's up, Rach? Good to see you, babe. Oh, we're starting to have lag already. Okay, we're just... Okay. Get her backed off. Okay. Don't want to continue to contribute to block here. That is an interesting choice. Oh, what the heck is happening with my latency tonight, man? Dude, I am... I don't have bubbles for that, man. Oh. Yep. Uh-oh. They just forgot the touch. That worked. That is true, Mrs. Game of Rope. That is true. Suddenly get yourself into cosplay and you and him could be Ash and Pikachu. Or you as Zarya and David as a bald man. Which, well, I'm just going to cosplay myself. Mods, you can take care of that. Thank you. Appreciate it. No, I barely even got the words out. I love you guys.
Oh, surviving.
I think Woosty should cosplay Tracer with curly hair. Wants to cosplay Zarya and the bearded guy. No, I have said that Rachel would make a very good Mei. Height-wise. Like, not a joke. Like, legit. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know if I get out of that one. Yeah, it's my fault. Overextended. Which one is May? You called her the Ice Child. Or Mercy went in. Okay. Well. We're gonna try and get out of the LOS here. Back here. No, we're gonna walk right here. We force him back. Okay. Bro. Back around. Oh my gosh, the lag is back. Bro. Dude, I hate our internet already. We may literally have to switch providers. This is terrible. This has been happening a lot lately, too. Man, that's annoying. Do you guys see that, too? Was it showing in the stream? I think they're throttling our connection because I use so much data, but they said there's no data cap.
This should be fun.
Dude, that's so irritating. Not much I can do about it, but stream remains smooth. Yeah, there's something going on with the connection then. Yeah, that's Frosticus. That's the thing. Like, I really hate that term because if there's no data cap, it needs to mean no data cap. Do you guys have socket in your area? What do you mean socket? If this keeps up, guys, I'm not gonna throw my rank because I can't control my character. I'm gonna get the charge off you on him, but I don't think there's much I can do, man. Yeah. I'm sorry, what is happening? I can't hear you. Okay. Okay. I love you. That was an interesting thing there. I mean, don't know how much more I could do here. Good job, you guys. Way to turn that. Like, legit, what am I supposed to do for these guys that just won't position themselves well? We gotta enable our Pharah to do something. There we go. That was good. That was a good call. I deadlifted this. I feel really good about that. Man, lag and everything. Yeah, our Pharah did well as well, but like a lot of the plays that she was able to make were because I bubbled her in. Excuse me. I really don't want any of these maps. Yep, that's gonna be a tough one. What's up, Chaz? Good to see you. Not impossible. I've won watch point with Zara before. Just a challenge to be sure.
Select heroes to ban.
God, this map, for me playing Zara, we want Winton out. I dare say we want Pharah and Mercy out. Because Pharah and Mercy is just one of my least favorite combos to fight, to be honest with you. Particularly in open range maps like this. When I say open range, I mean like open air. At what age did I start growing a beard? My beard started appearing on my face probably 17, 18 years old. Ish. I'm 29 now. I'm 23 and you can't grow. Dude, unlucky genes, dude. I mean, you probably aren't balding though on top of that, right? Though, because I'm definitely balding. Like, that's happening. Movement map. Diva excels on this map. Almost any movement hero will definitely excel on this map. Yes, I would agree with you on that. It's not the only thing that you need to do on this map, but it is certainly a very big advantage. I'm not gonna argue with that, but you also have to know how to play that hero well. Unlucky, Chaz. Unlucky. You're not balding, but you have a messed up hairline. Unlucky, bro. You have to hit the gym, dude. You cannot, or you gotta have a great personality. That's what I'm hearing. Okay, I'm hearing a diva, or I'm sorry, a doomfist, not diva. Misspeaking there. That's the Dayquil talking. I'm sorry, I'm on the other side of a wall. Bro, where are we at right now? We held the point, I guess. I went in there and he just blocked me in. Good play on his part. My fault. I went out of my LOS, my supports. It's not their fault. I would love to see them both stop shooting the tank, though. Why could I do that before? There we go. Oh, what is happening? Get okay. What?
Use it. Tactical interdiction. Score 0-1. Swing size. Prepare to attack.
Perez, I appreciate it, Matt. I want to encourage you to find ways to be more constructive with your thoughts. You're not being hateful, but constructive criticism is welcome here. Criticism for criticism's sake is not. I don't think you're being outright toxic. That's not my point, just to be clear. No, I don't see it as hateful at all, and I'm being very clear on that. That's not at all. That's why I'm not asking mods to take care of you at all. I'm just encouraging you to find it more constructive. Because the reason that I ulted there was to secure a couple of staggers, right? If I'm thinking of the right one, it was where I grabbed both their supports. It was Wu Yang and Ana. That was intentional. It was to stagger them both out ever so slightly, which I do believe helped in the long term of the game. I mean, we did a really good job there, I feel like. So looks like I need to do a better job at enabling my DPS to go in, though. So yeah, I respect where you're coming from. You would have done things a little differently. That's okay. Not that your decision is right or wrong, or better or worse. So all relatively speaking, it's subjective. I'll take that. Okay, we got the tracer. Bro, what are we doing? Okay. That's it. I genuinely don't. Okay. Yeah, we back out of that area. How should I ask for this girl's Instagram? Can I be honest with you? I think there's a way better way to go about getting a hold of a person you're interested in than asking for their Instagram. Phone numbers are still a thing. Texting and talking on the phone is still a thing. Maybe I'm just an old head, but I feel like that stuff is infinitely better than saying, hey girl, can I get you an Instagram handle? Say what you will. Ask for her email. Yes. Yes. Numbers are more personal. Numbers are more personal. But if you're not ready to have a phone number, you shouldn't be ready to have her Instagram handle. Ask for her AOL. Yes. Her Yahoo. Her Ymail. Her MySpace. True. Should I ask if she wants to queue ranked? Absolutely. Yep. Oh. Hey, yo. Coming in with the fat. Is that 10 gifties? Coming in from the sub Santa over here. Thank you so much for your follow, by the way, a couple minutes back. And thank you for the 10 gifties over on Twitch, my friend. I really appreciate the support. That's outrageous. Thank you. Considering you literally just followed, that's very kind. If you did just receive a gifted sub, make sure you thank sub Santa over there. Appreciate you, homie. Even better, just ask for her address and her social security number. Don't forget that part. Gotta have both. Social security number, date of birth, address. Maybe her last, like, 5 years of address history. Just while you're at it. I got you, bro. Happy to give you the advice you need. Oh, yeah, her blood type. That's a good one, too. Way to go, chat. My Velcro beard. Ain't Velcro. Credit card. Right, and the 3 digits on the back. Zip code. Although you have that with the address, so you're covered there. Guys, you need to quit feeding into my delusion. Alright, on Dorado. Again, another really tough for Zarya map. We don't want Winton, we don't want Pharah or Mercy. Those are going to be my go-to bans for Zarya in a Dorado situation. Who is Rainbolt? I feel like I know who that is. The name is ringing a very vague bell in the back of my mind. Do I only play Zar? I'm focused on playing Zarya only because... And I've done this since last season too, before she was as strong as she is this season. And the season before that. The difference is, I've been really trying to focus on the areas that I'm making mistakes that are fundamental. If I'm constantly swapping heroes, even if it's just like one hero per maps, right? Like, you know, you could make the argument that, and on paper this is correct, that like a mobility hero is going to be a much better pick on a map like Dorado or Watchpoint. But in these elos, the hero you pick for each map is not as relevant as how well you're playing, and my gameplay is still not where I want it to be. You know, I'm happy that we maintained Diamond and that we're seeming to maintain really well, but I've got a little ways to go before I start expanding the pool.
Okay. Thanks for the compliment.
Zara typically gets banned in those ranked? Which ranks? I don't see a lot of it. Oh, the guy who's crazy good at GeoGuessr? I know what you're talking about. Okay, I'm with you. Thank you.
Is that a problem?
When is the minoxidil collab? I have no idea who that is. It sounds like a drug. Come on, I'm playing Zarya. Go ahead, counter swap. Just come out with it. Do it. We all know you want to. Bro. It's a hair loss drug. Oh. I was right on the drug. Hey, what up, Wrecking Ball? just letting them get free cart push right now. I can test from here, I can. They swapped, so we got one swap. No more Widowmaker, huh? I don't think we can help them get out, but we're gonna go try. Yeah, it may not have been the world's best grab there. That's okay. They got one really good fight win there. We let them get too much cart push. Okay, they're already here, which is fine. We're gonna try and back out, try and get a little healing. If we peek out left. Okay, we just aren't going to heal. Yeah, real. Okay, I'm very overexcited. My team is not wanting to seemingly hold this, but it's just one. Oh my gosh, you guys. They get pinned straight into a corner and dead. So we backed off from one Reinhardt and let them have point. Man, That's really hard. Yeah, so I'd like to set up height and send my DPS, but that requires me to have control over their controller. I really thought I could get there in time. They just dumped 3 ultimates, though, for that, so I don't care. It's actually really not a bad... Oh, our Mei is cooked, though. Yeah. Okay, let me see if I can try and help my BAP, at least. Nope. Oh, we stopped going in. Yeah, it's time to go. This backline is not staying alive. I need to turn around for them more often. No worries, Deaton. I got you, bro. We might be able to hold 30 seconds here. Yep. Nah, they're gonna get cap here. That was good, though. Right click, bro. Stop beaming the shield. Right clicking the shield is not better than left clicking the shield. Either of those are really bad. Sometimes that's your only option. It's not always. But the official Twitch account on YouTube is subscribed now. I don't know about that one, Chief. This game is very winnable, by the way. I do need to play a bit more aggressive. They are doing a very good job of coordinating their pushes. Bro, you have the perk that gives you charge on right click. Yes, that is correct, but it does not on shield. As far as I'm aware, right clicking a shield gives you nothing. Right clicks only when they hit an enemy hero, and it's per hero gives you 3 charge. I believe that's how the perk works. Could be wrong, but I don't think that that changes what I said. Now, if we can get an initial push like they did, or even better, that'd be fantastic. Because, I mean, we didn't even stop them until they got underneath, a little past underneath that bridge over there, so. Alright, here we go. Where is this team at? I'm sorry, how did that not hit? This team's inability to 1v3 a Rhine is astounding. We solo shatter. Okay, guys. Come on. My goodness. Wait. Is this the same Hanzo from earlier? There was a Hanzo hitting some crazy shots earlier. Man.
10 seconds.
It's really just not much more I could have done, man. I'm gonna be keeping them honest with you, man. We're gonna see if I can get there, but nah, we don't get there. Yeah, we don't get there. Yeah, that was a tough game. I mean, there really just wasn't much I could do. Everybody was dying. They were literally losing 1v4s to this Rhine, and there's just not much I can do there. So, we take that L on the chin, we move on. I played really well. Those games are gonna happen. Is that the actual PG? I feel like his handle is the number 4 rather than spelled out. I could be wrong, but I feel like that's right. Yeah, PG4 with the number. Yeah. Not a horrible game though. Sucked to lose it, but not a bad game. If we lose this one, we'll go back and review that one. I think it was close enough that I could have been the difference maker for sure. Just got to figure out the more niche things I was doing wrong. Or maybe there's one big underlying thing I was doing wrong. That's very possible. Map like this, we immediately go Winds and Fair Mercy. Boom. Done. The one thing I know I was doing a lot of was staring down the Rhine shield. And the problem is like, and that is part of the big stress with Rhine is like, there's really not a whole bunch you can do around him unless you position yourself on the high ground quicker. And when you're on attack and they're just holding, it's kind of tricky to do. So. Venture Wu Yang are actually pretty based bands. They're both pretty strong right now, especially Wu Yang. Yeah, but I can't control them, right? So I was trying to figure out what I can do differently. Not shooting the shield, sure, but like I'd have to look back at the times I was shooting the shield a lot and figure out whether or not it was actually maybe a better decision. Maybe having more better responsiveness when another opportunity presents itself besides shooting the shield. Nothing wrong. Excuse me. Nothing inherently wrong with shooting a Reinhardt shield, but excuse me. But when there's a better option, I needed to maybe react faster. We might be able to look at that one. Juno, you gonna use that hyper? Okay. His shield is almost broken. Should be able to melt him. Beautiful. I can probably shield this bad boy. He'll back up. Thought I could get maybe the Reaper out early, but oof. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna have to play a little bit more cautiously. The supports aren't healing as much anyway, so that's why he had so much sustain. Hello? Am I dense? I really don't think I was getting healed at all that entire engagement. I was holding the point. Right? Am I wrong there? Maybe I'm wrong. We have to review that. Literally felt like I got 0 healing. And I had a really good position to hold too. That was a big brain reroll. I can't be mad at that. Junkrat, what are we doing? Where is this team at, man? I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm getting a little frustrated with the matchmaking the last couple days. It seriously has been like 1v4 or 1v5, or I've had a reasonable team. It's been one or the other. Like, it's so wild. I just don't get it. Okay, what can I do? Doesn't matter. Hey, you know, some healing would be fantastic. Seriously, we just didn't heal. That is literally what it boils down to. I had supports that didn't heal. I couldn't stay up. Okay. That does make me feel a little bit better, I'm going to be completely honest with you. That is just a crazy amount of work from our team there. We avoid the supports, we go next. No point in worrying about that one. We will go review the other one like I told you we would, though. Mittens, good lord. Thank you for the 500 biddies. I do appreciate it, homie. Thank you. I get the reference, by the way, but if I say that, it'll get even worse. They weren't too far behind the other team. That was just a rough game, it seems like. I mean, it's very possible, but here's what I would say. Look at this other team. Like, seriously look at it. That's my concern. Like, yes, the support numbers weren't that high, or like that much higher on the other team as far as support, like healing and stuff. But if you seriously take a look at this, like, this was just objectively a matchmaking L. We even got a consolation because of how bad it was. So, anybody who thinks that's coping is, I mean, you're just ignoring the data, and that's okay. You're welcome to continue. Thank you for all the follows, by the way, in the last little bit, guys. I do appreciate it. Let's review Dorado. I do feel like there's going to be more we can learn from that by a landslide than that last game, because that last game was just truly a support canyon. There really wasn't much we could do. Okay. It's not that, and whenever I say that, I know that people get all triggered. They're like, oh, there's always something you could do. Yes, I know, but notice the phrase I used was, there's not much I could do. This one, I feel like there was immensely more I could have done. So we're going to review the one that I feel like I can learn more from, rather than wasting time on a game that I feel like I learned less from. Yeah, that's not the right. Yeah, shoot the back line. Yep, okay. So far, just not shooting the right targets here. Keep looking over there instead of just focusing. Looking over there for too long. I don't think that splitting the focus is wrong. So far, it's just... Yeah, they just got all this free space because I was looking at too many of the wrong... Yeah, like, what am I doing here? He's just distracting me. He's not actually getting any value besides the fact that I'm giving it to him. I have half HP, needed to get into my supports. This isn't a bad thing. That wouldn't be a bad idea, actually, Mittens. Okay, see, I'm focusing too much on the wrecking ball so far. Yep, too much on the wrecking ball. Too much on the wrecking ball. Shoot my teammate there for a hot second. Yeah, there's a lot of heroes that get low and stuff. I think that the big problem, like, I won't even watch too much more of that. I can almost guarantee you it's just target priority. It really probably does boil down to something that simple. So we'll focus on that this next game and see how much better it goes. If it doesn't go better, then I was incorrect on that. But I'm like 99% certain just that alone will fix a lot. Normally I don't have a huge issue with that either, but tonight I've just got that Dayquil brain, you know? Deedon, don't give Mittens any wild ideas, bro. What are you doing? Tao teching, I appreciate it, homie. Truly. Very kind of you to say. What changed your mind? If it's okay to ask. You don't have to share, obviously. You can just ignore that question if you don't want to talk about it, but I am definitely curious what changed your mind. Oh, jeez, Jab, that's crazy. Unironically, I'm gonna start banning Reinhardt. Reinhardt, Reaper, Murky. I appreciate that, Tao teching, and I know that that's not fulfilling for every man, but it definitely is for me, and I appreciate the kind words for real. That's true, Mittens. That is true. I appreciate that, Tao teching. There's a lot of folks out there who truly bought into the idea that I neglect them, but it's amazing. The people who say that and truly believe it, you know they've never seen an ounce of my content. Because that's just not true at all. Dean, that's hilarious, bro. Alright, so we're just focused on target priority here. Games have been pretty solid. We have a lever. That's fine. We'll get priority requeue here. We've had a couple losses, a couple wins. Not exactly sure what what it's looking like right now. These two were DPS games, so yeah, we're 50-50 win rate right now, which is fine. Not ideal, but fine. Ignore the username. Yeah, that's what he said last night too, or whoever. Esperanca. Beautiful. Well, if we have a couple of Naya DPS, we should have some bubbleable teammates for sure if they're making good engagements. Symmetra? Wrecking Ball? Why are we banning Wrecking Ball of all heroes? That one's an interesting one. It'd be Mercy Wrecking Ball if I had to guess. Or not. I wasn't counting. Maybe I miscounted. The Persona collab, what are you talking about? Holy crap. High level Kiriko on our team, jeez. No, I'm not a huge NFL guy. I don't really watch traditional sports. I do think a lot of people think I have a lot more free time than I do. Appreciate it, Swedish Cookie. Have a good day, homie. What state am I from? The state of Missouri. I can say that comfortably, yeah. For those that don't know, we actually decided to host a meetup. It is RSVP only, so the only people that will get the information are the people who RSVP. If you are interested in that, the form is in the Discord in our announcements tab. You guys are welcome to check that out. Call it Fort Lost in the Woods. That's crazy. Oh. Okay, are we just gonna keep having people like leave the game randomly or what? This is so... Oh. Man, are we having connection issues? That's 2 games in a row that we had to re-queue. That is so weird. What is Persona? I don't know if I know what that is. Like in the context of what you guys are talking about. Did you ever play on console and then switch to PC? Or always been PC? I've always been PC. I played console games as a kid, but I haven't played console games like regularly for a hot minute, to be honest.
Select your hero.
Oh yeah. Yeah, basically.
Select hero bands.
Real. Okay. We will commit to our bans here. When is the controller segment? That would be an interesting video. I've played PC my entire life, but I tried controller. This is how it went. What's my goal rank right now? Diamond 3. Not worried about beyond that yet. Once I get there, we'll set the next one. Yeah, that is true, Deaton. That is true. Can you imagine that's like his legal name? Found you from Apply's video. He didn't judge you adequately. Definitely wasn't the right game to judge, being that you're not a Doomfist player. You know, but he did come up. Here's my thing. Like, you're right on that end, but like also, he brought out an interesting point in that I was completely blaming my teammates and just accepting the defeat. There's nothing wrong with acknowledging, in my opinion, then this is just my opinion, so take it for that, but there's nothing wrong with acknowledging when your teammates are playing like crap and you're doing your best and it's just not working. Like that game a couple games ago now, where I truly, it was at East, was that Esperanza? No, I'm one of the push maps. I'm blanking right now because we've been through so many in the last like 30 seconds. But seriously, in that game, we got ran over because my supports were not supporting, and maybe they were having a bad game. I'm not angry with them. They're people. God forbid they have my game, you know? But, like, at the same time, I was like, okay, well, I'm kind of frustrated, but I can't do anything about it, so I kept focusing on me, positioned a little differently, all that kind of stuff. Okay, so we are down a bubble. There's Arya's also down a bubble. Okay. I think I may have had more charge. We're gonna walk here. Okay. Oh my. Getting riggedy wrecked. Nope. Yep, about to overextend here if I go too much further. we are going to give a little bit of space here, see if we can get a pick. Whoa. Is it just me, or is Hanzo getting, like, his ult ridiculously fast now? Oh, I'm gonna die. Oh, we're way back. I can't keep trying to contest that. We have to back way out. My team is all the way back here. Huh? How is he not in range? Oh, I don't know what bro was cooking there. Oh, I'm going to die here almost for sure. Okay, good. Okay, we now have Orion. Yeah, I mean, there was just no getting out of that one. I stayed too long. Arjuno's about to stagger, I fear. Oh, I'm what? Okay, this Hanzo is getting old. Stupid fast. Okay, I'm gonna get rocked. Oh my gosh, bro. This is what I'm getting, man. No, you guys, I have streamer mode on, so the names are different. Alright, so they barely got advantage here. Good heavens. What is happening? No. I mean, no, this Hanzo is not legit. Like, there's something's wrong there. Like, that's insanity. How many ults has that man had? We gotta spectate after this game. That's so wild to me. I'm trying to figure out how he's farming ult that fast. Because the only way you farm ult on Hanzo is damage, obviously. Oh, come on. Should be able to turn that. Well, we're gonna review the Hanzo for sure. I gotta figure out how I'm feeding him ult charge so much. Bro, what are my supports cooking right now? What are we cooking? You did see that, right? My Ana in the front line. My Juno in the front line. You did see that, right? That's not just me. Like, I genuinely don't know if I baited them into that or what is happening, but that should not be the way the game is played. What are we doing? How is he still getting Discord orb on me? I've walked into a wall. Dang it. Like, what are we doing, man? Like, this is a problem. Like, this is an objective issue, matchmaking wise right now. I thought maybe it was just me coping, but like, this is crazy. The rank inflation and consequently matchmaking quality is awful right now. Like, it's terrible. Like, I'm all for like not blaming teammates and stuff, but like, please understand my heart in this. Like, this is actually an addressing of a problem. There is no way that we're saying this is on me. Now, can I still take responsibility for it and learn from it? Sure, but like, this is what's interesting is like, you guys are pointing out too, like, I'm getting consolation on almost every game I lose today, which tells me that the matchmaking is truly, even the matchmaker knows it's not good. I genuinely don't understand. It's not that I'm saying there's nothing I could learn from this game. That's really not, or that I played perfectly. But the idea that this game and this loss is completely my fault it's just so crazy to me. I don't know how to wrap my head around it, you know? I got so bad last night that I really thought I was getting stream sniped. This game was like abysmal, and we reviewed. Was it that one that we reviewed? No, we watched Dorado. Sorry. Yeah, this one I played really well, but we look at my supports and they are feeding their dang brains out, as well as my other DPS. Right? And please, like, again, I really want to stress, I'm not blaming them. I'm just saying that, like, this is wild that I'm having to carry this heavily at the very beginning. Especially because I earned my way into Diamond and then just got smashed right back out of it by it. And I've heard this take that RG909 is saying over on Twitch, and I'm starting to believe it might be accurate. I've always kind of thrown it out the window, but this is the take. Any rank below Masters after they do a rank reset is really bad and unbalanced, in the sense that, and this is what most people say, in the sense that you don't really see a lot of, we'll just queue an off roll, by the way. I'm not as worried about my placements. In the sense that, like, the rank distribution is still getting settled, so people that are in Diamond shouldn't be there, some of them, and there are a lot of people who are arguing that I shouldn't. That's fine. That's fair, Jacobs, yeah. Even the GM players are complaining about getting low Masters players in their game. That's crazy. Not gonna review the Hanzo. I mean, we can if we get time. I guess we could. Let's look, because I am actually really curious about that. Thank you for the reminder. I don't think he was cheating. I'm just trying to figure out what in the heck I was, like, what happened. Because these aren't, like, crazy stats. Just trying to figure out how he farmed ult. That was so wild. That's fair, Radiohead. I honestly kind of bought into the idea that, so, like, what would you guys do if you were, can I ask you guys, yeah, like you guys seem to be on the same page with me about, I have wrestled with this for a long time. The first and last week of every season, especially, I've thought about many things, like, okay, don't play ranked during that time. It's not even freaking worth it, because the matchmaking is objectively worst. Worse. But what would you do as a content creator? If you're an Overwatch creator and you have like a 2-week span every, was that 9 weeks that every season is? 12 weeks? I don't actually remember exactly how long. I think it's every 9. However frequently, it's 2 weeks, first and last of every season. What would you do during that time? Do you have any thoughts? I know you're not, any of you may not be content creators, but I'm curious what you would love to see. Focus on new heroes in quick play, or just use that time to work on off rolls. Maybe just off roll for those 2 weeks. I don't hate that idea. They said that they want to disperse more players into Masters, GM, and Champ, so with this rank reset, I'm frequently getting high Diamond players in my GM play games. It'll balance out. That's fair. Truly, if you are better than your team, you will climb no matter what. Just be consistent and play more. I appreciate what you're saying, and you're not wrong. But when you have 4 players who truly don't seem to have their monitors on, like, I'm being as kind as I can. Like, that's, you really, like, deadlifting 4 players. Deadlifting 1, 2, even 3 players is challenging. 4 players, when you're 1v5ing, it's impossible, man. Like, that's not a, I'm all for the mindset that, like, you can always play better, because that's true. But when you're 1v5ing, I mean, no, that's not on you. You have to just go next. But, like, my point is that there's a fundamental problem with that, and they need to fix it. It's really not okay. Caleb, that's wild. Yeah, I understand what you're saying. I'm going to disagree with the mindset that you're locked in on there, Jacob, because I do agree with the principle, but I think that the always focusing on you, never being, like, never allowing the idea that your teammates were at least the problem, I just hate that mindset. I think it's really, really bad on mental, personally. Carry potential on Zarya isn't the best right now. Statistically, that is just not true. I can actually prove that. We're going to prove that real quick. We can prove that one, and I'm not trying to be rude on this one. This one's like a, I just did the research on this recently for the tier list video that should be coming out tomorrow or Saturday. They released the hero stats, and that is a really good indicator. He's a really good indicator. We'll get back to this review in just a moment. Yeah, I understand what you're saying, Jacobs, but the mindset that a lot of people associate with what you said is crazy. That's all. Not that maybe you carry it, but that there are definitely people who do. So if we sort it by pick rate, I always like to do that. Now, obviously, there's niche, so we're going to skip past all of that. Zarya is one of the higher pick rates, with just below 50% across all roles. Oh, this is quick play. Excuse me. Let me fix that. Yeah, we're still sitting at 6.1% pick rate and a 49% win rate. The highest pick rate overall is Ryan. Ryan is crushing right now. And then if you go to Diamond, which is where I sit, she's still pretty strong, right? But not as strong as maybe you'd like her to be. So let's go by win rate. You see Wrecking Ball with a decent picking rate, but Junker Queen, objectively really, really, really strong. Really, really, really strong. Yeah, and that's not the... Yeah, and I would love to see ban rate associated with it too, but that can't be the only reason, right? His win rate's very high, just to be clear. I'm not arguing that. Ball is really good. Junker Queen, Hazard, Ryan. Zarya does fall a little ways down here as far as how often she's picked, but you could make the same argument that Jacobs is making, that she just gets banned a lot in Diamond and below. So, I don't know. There's a lot, but if you get up to GM and Champ, you actually do see, like at the highest level, Zarya and Junker Queen. Zarya, once you get into Masters, Zarya is very strong right now. You just have to play her well. And I don't play her perfectly yet. That's why I'm not winning as many games. Moving right along. Let's go review this Hanzo really quick, because I am definitely curious. It was their Hanzo. Try not to sneeze, because my kid's asleep, man. But I'm also sick as a dog. Okay. Wow, I can't even focus right now. I may actually bail after this, to be honest with you, Chad, and try and get some extra sleep. Thank you, Jacobs. This guy is not a good Hanzo player. How is he getting... What is happening? Are you guys seeing something different? He's not a good Hanzo player. He's not good. This guy... Okay, whoa. He just went from 35 to 64% in 8 seconds. What happened here? Okay, 34. Is he gaining 7% per shot? Am I reading that right? That's 7%. That's 7%. That's crazy. That's so insane. Moderators, if you want to take care of Raptor there, I'd appreciate it. Like that seems wild. Like 7%? He's hitting good shots. But, like, he's not positioning well. He's not, like, there's a lot of things that, like, I don't quite get. But, like, he is charging his ult way too fast. They need to fix that. I think that if they're going to keep the projectile size they changed, because they just changed it, correct? Recently. They increased it, I'm pretty sure, making his shots easier to hit. They need to lower his ult charge. They do need to lower his ult charge per shot. If they want to leave that, fine. But they need to lower his ult charge. I'll give you guys one more game. It'll just be on an off roll. And we'll actually... Yeah, we had 2 out of my 10 DPS placements done, and I don't play off rolls all that often, so we'll keep punching along at those. His ult isn't that good, so he builds it pretty fast. Hanzo's definitely on the stronger side right now. Yeah, but like, I'm with you. But no one should be able to build an ultimate that has that much damage potential that fast. Like, you could make the same argument for Tracer to a certain point. But I'd be curious to see the charge rate if you hit a full clip with Tracer. If you hit a full clip, all of your shots. What your charge is. So increases ult charge but reduces cooldowns. Increase the amount of time it takes to get his ultimate is my point. No, his ultimate isn't itself great, but it's better. Where's art? I don't know if you're being serious or not, but I'm going to read that because I feel like it's legit for a lot of people. My situationship just ended. I'm 22. I feel like I'm doing something wrong as a lot of my friends are married. Don't rush that, man. I don't talk about this a lot, but it's something that I feel like is very relevant to the answer to this question. I've been married before. A lot of people don't actually know that. I was married once before because a church that I was involved with at the time heavily rushed a marriage. And I bought into it, got rushed into marriage, and ended up getting cheated on multiple times. And ultimately going through a divorce. So please understand, in the most heartfelt way that I can say it, don't rush it. Love is a wonderful thing. We all desire to have that one special person who means something to us that we can come home to. And like Rachel, for me, she's my peace. Like when I come home, I'm a Christian, so my source of peace is much greater. But when I come home and I can just sit with her for a minute, it's peace. And there is no... If we had rushed... I don't think that our marriage would be as sweet as it is if it had been rushed. That's it. I like what Jacob said too right there. Comparison is the thief of joy. Completely agree with that. I'm fairly certain that's a Bible verse. I could be wrong on that, but fairly certain that's biblical. But that may not be, so I'm open to being corrected there. If flower doesn't compare itself to the flower next to it, it simply grows. True. You're married for the tax benefits. Your neighborhood financial advisor. Gonna go up to the homeless man and tell him comparison is the thief of joy.
Select your hero.
Tell me you missed the point without telling me you missed the point. Alright. It's Teddy Roosevelt. Okay. Is that who originally said the phrase?
Choose hero bands.
Kind of enjoying Soldier, I'm not gonna lie. He's just simple, I can gun go burr. Gosh, I may actually have to call out of work tomorrow. I'm still like really scratchy throat, just congested, and I've got Dayquil in me right now. Like normally that stuff kind of alleviates this, but I don't want to, and if I do, I've got to go see a doctor at this point so that they know I'm not just making it up, which is fair. We're banning Zarya, that's funny. I literally never see her banned unless I'm streaming. I swear to you, it never happens. Maybe I'll never get married, it's just a me thing. You know, can I hit some biblical wisdom with you real quick? There's a part, and I hope you don't mind, please forgive this, because it's not strictly a Christian concept. I forget where it is in scripture, and if anybody knows the area, you're welcome to point to it so people can check me on this. But Paul is writing, and he's saying that he's talking to people who are unmarried, and he said it's actually better to remain unmarried. He almost seems to be, in a way, encouraging people to stay single because they're able to, in the Christian sense, they're able to do readily whatever God asks them to do, and there's not the extra layer of asking your spouse and going through that. Not that some spouses aren't supportive, like mine has been incredibly supportive, but the idea behind it is simply that you have one less boundary to do the things that you feel like you need to do. That's it. Jacobs, I appreciate that, man, for real. I don't typically do more at this point. I don't do anything more than solo queue, although I may be changing that soon, so I'll keep you updated. Yeah. Well, and yeah, there's also the idea that burning with passion is a problem, right? But yeah, Deaton's actually dropping the biblical wisdom in the chat right now. Okay. I guess I'll cap point here real quick. Will this be the last game? Potentially, yeah. Yep. Jim is also a very good therapist, I have found. Not that I'm saying it's a substitute for therapy, but it is a very good therapist. Oh, big. I think I went the long way around, but that's fine. That was a poor decision, but that's okay. Yeah, that's a really good way to put it too, Deaton. It's a little cringy of a Christian phrase, but it's true. Yeah, there is, and this generation is really big on having options, we'll say, right? Like, I can largely agree with that. grief. Fair enough. Yep. Holy. Oh, no way. He gets nanoed right as I go in. That's unlucky. Come on, where's good grief. I hate freaking Reaper. Good play on his part though. Good play.
Switching sides.
Reaper would have been good that whole third point, honestly. Yeah, and I don't disagree with you. Reaper's a very, very, very good hero, and honestly one of my second most played, I would say, DPS wise at this point. I don't know, is that right? Let's see if I'm right. Let's see, Soldier, Sojourn, Tracer. Yeah, okay, so Tracer is actually higher up than Reaper right now. Okay.
Don't be afraid to ask for help out there.
I wouldn't change a thing we did here.
Let's set up forward here.
More field research. Grand.
I bear my burdens as best I can.
5,
I feel like I was putting some pressure off main.
1. Attackers. There's the test. Defend objective A.
Can you make that jump, a soldier? Okay. Classic. Yeah, no, I feel like when they buffed the projectile size, that the ultimate on Hanzo is getting a lot easier to charge up. Cool. Hang on to mine to do cleanup if we need to. Oh, uh-oh. That was a really good push from them. Okay, we can run back through here if we need to. Standing right next to this Juno. Nope, can't make that jump.
Remaining.
My ultimate has to go by.
Nope, I may have thrown there. My fault. Should have actually just run up to the top.
If I'm still standing, I'm still fighting.
I got my one, dude. That and we have ulti.
My ultimate is ready.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, no way. Played distraction and it worked. Have I tried not dying? You know, I died the least in the entire game. I think I've done a pretty good job of that. At least my DPS game went well. You see, that's what I'm saying. Like, it still required some effort, but I played well, right? But it seems like my, yeah, the what? Yeah, Hanzo's a fair and balanced hero right now. Cold one, sure, that's fine. That's only 3 games in, which means almost for sure we're gonna hit plat, so that's not even a problem. Wrong scene, my bad. Let's go to this one. There we go. Not bad. Really frustrated with the way matchmaking's been working. When are we hopping back on Apex? Probably not. Not for a while anyway. It was fun to dabble for a bit, but at this moment I have no plans to, I'll say it that way. So thank you guys all follows over on Twitch, man. I really appreciate it. I gotta get out of here though. It's the end of stream for me. Definitely some weird matchmaking at the beginning of the season here. I do think that the rank reset really screwed things up, and I'm pretty bummed about that, to be honest. Hitting Diamond 4 felt a little too easy right at the beginning. It was very strange, but I had a lot of calibrations. And then to fall right back out of it and have teammates that are playing like they are, I'm just like, no, I mean, I know that it's not my teammates' fault that I'm losing games, but also, like, if you have gold teammates, 4 gold teammates, and you're in Diamond, you're going to have a harder time winning that, just objectively. So, and then especially because it seems like the enemy teams have had better MMR, like they're higher ranks in their MMR. And what's crazy about that is, like, I thought maybe I was just tinfoil hat, and then every one of those games I'm like, man, no, I feel like we just got stomped and there was nothing I could do. We got a consolation every single time. So there's something to it. I just don't know what to do with it. It's very strange information. Thank you guys so much for watching though. Okay, I'll be back tomorrow night as long as I'm feeling up to it. Unfortunately, it seems like my sickness is getting worse, not better, which is not ideal. So I'll catch you guys hopefully tomorrow night. Until then, this is Game In for Hope. I'm signing off.